What's up, boyos? Talk is cheap. Super cheap. You know, part of getting something done, getting anything done worth importance, takes extreme amounts of focus. And one of the ways I think that a lot of us water down our energy or our focus is just by talking. We're literally giving a portion of our energy to talking about doing the thing instead of actually sitting down and doing the damn thing. Talk is cheap. You see, but it's easy to talk. And when you talk, it feels good. It really does, man. It feels really good. And when you look at social media these days, there's always a little box. There's always a little camera that can just snap your day. It begs you. It begs you to tell it what are you doing? What's going on in your life? How are you living? How we show how we're living and how we're doing. The little box, what are we thinking? How you doing? What you thinking? What's on your mind? How you living? How's your grandpa? How's your fucking job? How's the new house? How's your little fucking dog? No one gives a fuck. But we talk about it. Alright, I'm not actually upset. I think this is pretty important, so I'm gonna get serious. I think it was Lao Tzu. He said, those who say don't know, and those who don't say no. That does not sound right. Alright, so it actually goes, those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. There's a lot of power in silence. There's a whole lot of power in silence, like that gorilla sitting down, right, wide open now. But seriously, talking is so cheap. I'm realizing that lately. The more social I am, it's like a drain. It's a drain when you talk about what you want to do when you haven't done anything about it. I think there's a TED Talks on this. I think a huge part of the way that talking kind of cripples us is that you start at a place right here, you talk yourself over to the other part, right, in your mind, to your friends, to your family, but there's no bridge that you actually have built. It's kind of like this just fucking floating, you're just wishful thinking, right? And like I was saying with social media, we have so many outlets. It's so easy for me to just put my time and energy into something like social media instead of really getting work done, to really just tell you what I'm doing, to feel like I'm doing something, but not get down to work in the trenches building that bridge. There was this guy, he was running for governor, California, and he went to write a book about how he was going to get people out of poverty. I'm not exactly sure his name, something Klein. Anyways, he wrote this book, and he once he wrote this book, he kind of gave up. He had already mentally put himself in the shoes of a governor, how he would do what he's going to do, get people out of poverty, help the poor. And then he just lost his energy. He lost all motivation to do that because he had mentally lived in that position. That's really crazy. It kind of seems like nuance, like a very nuanced topic to talk about, but it's probably very powerful. This stuff, we probably talk a lot of shit, man. I know you guys talk a lot of shit. I talk a lot of shit. I talk a big game. But, you know, when it comes to doing stuff, that's the tough part. It's easy to just sit back and just mentally, guys, like Stephen Pressfield said, it's the resistance. It's the resistance that we have to fight every single day that tells us not to do it. And the stronger that our voice gets talking, the stronger that voice gets, right? And to feel like we accomplished something, especially in this day and age. This day and age. So, I'm going to leave it here. Check yourself. I'm going to start checking myself from now on. Am I actually doing work? Alright? Am I actually getting stuff done? Or am I just talking up this big game, this image of who I want to be, but I have this disconnect from where I really am. And with that, boyos, I'm going to get some gas. I'll see you soon.